record and share my screen. I don't have that many notes today, but I still wanted to have a couple of things. Okay, I hope everyone has been enjoying their summer so far. It's been a couple weeks with graduation and everything. You know, it's a very busy time for me, and I know a lot of y'all too. But basically, the biggest thing I wanted to focus on today was the FRR. We'll just bring that up. But before that, I know a few of you have brought this up to me that you no longer want to have the mask rule in the lab, and that a lot of your members have mentioned they don't want to have them anymore. I just wanted to see where y'all stand with that, because you know, it's just a rule we've had for a while, and personally, this is the wrong date. 23. I just wanted to know where you are, basically.
I think we should get rid of the mask.
Okay. Myself, I personally think that it is up to the individual if they want to wear a mask. Obviously, if we're sanding stuff, if we're doing any sort of experiment, or if we are cutting stuff, especially fiberglass, you should really wear it, because that's not good for you. Otherwise, I don't want to just make that decision myself. I'm sure Gustavo and I will have to talk about it a little bit more, but I just wanted to see where y'all are as far as that.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. And then let's move on to meetings. Tomorrow there's going to be another just update meeting. No slides. I know a lot of you are really busy with other stuff, and you haven't gotten kind of like situated yet. So just an update meeting where you update like where you are and you just talk. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Got excited. And then as far as social/events, of course, we can't really do anything at all. But I guess the main focus of today was basically the FRR, Flight Readiness Review. And remember, it's this upcoming Friday at 7 p.m. And unfortunately, it will be over Zoom only. I know it kind of sucks, but the whole goal of the FRR, though, is just to show a completed Zenith and get like a thumbs up of like, yeah, you can launch, like you are ready to launch. Which as of right now, we wouldn't be able to say, yeah, we can launch right now. So the whole goal is to have everything that we need to be able to launch ready. You know what I mean? For example, everything structural wise be completed. That involves the MLA, all the holes, every section just done. The flight computers have been tested and everything else too. So I'm sure that, you know, we will be able to fly. Recovery is pretty much ready. What? Sorry, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call and they're not stopped. They're not. Sorry about that, y'all. Very unprofessional from me. But yeah, so just wanting to have everything done to be able to rock, to be able to fly by Friday is the whole goal. And as far as structures go, Goose and Haley are the main ones taking care of it. And unfortunately, I was not able to make it today on the lab to help y'all. However, I will be there with y'all, and so we can get everything done throughout the rest of the week. And I'm pretty sure we will be able to. So I made a little list in here of the things that 100% will not be able to get done by Friday, and that involves the ground station and the SRAD sensors. However, they will not have an impact on our flight. So I guess that's the way we can like tell the alumni is like, this is something we want to push to have done by competition. However, it is not done right now, but it will have no effect on whether or not we can fly it or not. Tend to send the rubber band test is something my brother mentioned that he wants to conduct. I guess this is one of the, I think might be the very last test besides like dry runs and stuff that we have to complete. And then of course the paint job. Haley, I did email Tracy asking for a time so we can meet. However, he did not get back to me today. Hopefully he does tomorrow. So besides that, is there anything that we will not be able to have done by Friday? That is literally not possible. Like if I go to the lab the next 5 days and I can do it myself, you know, that can be done, right? But if there's something that we just cannot have done because it would just take too long, besides those things that I mentioned.
I think it's just worth noting that today I wanted to get more done, but between this meeting and then the officer meeting, it's also my mom's birthday, so I'm probably not going to get anything done today because I'm going to go home directly after the meetings.
Okay, and that's fine. No worries. You've been working really hard, Haley. Anything else? I'm sorry, I'm not checking the chat. I don't know if anyone said anything. Okay. Yes.
How are we doing with the centering rings? Will that be ready for Friday?
Dom has mentioned that it will be, the centering rings will be cut by Wednesday night.
Okay, cool.
And at that point, it's just getting the MLA done. I guess Thursday or that Wednesday night. We are thinking of a backup plan just in case that doesn't work. Yes, Carlos?
Are we gonna have to dress professionally for the FRR?
I was thinking about that. I guess if you just wear a polo, it's fine. Or like if you wear the AIAA shirts, that's fine too. I don't expect you to have a whole suit on for the online Zoom FRR, but at least those things would really help out. If Gustavo thinks something else too, or I come up with a different answer later on, I'll let you know. But if you just wear a polo, you know, that looks not a nice polo, and you look nice, then you should be good. Just don't look like you just woke up. Okay, as far as the FRR goes and the slides, ignore this, please. But I had tried to set up all the possible slides that we're gonna have. I might have missed some. I might have added some things that could like be split into two, or things that we might not even want to add there. So please just start working on them now. Analysis, let's follow the same structure we did with the tech report. Briefly mention on 1 or 2 slides exactly what you'll wanted to do this year and so on. And then maybe another slide of what we want to have done next year. You don't have to work on that one yet. those slides will be you, Joe's, Gustavo's, and mine to make for every single sub team. So if y'all see these next year stuff that I wanted to include, don't work on them yet because you don't know what we're gonna be doing next year, what any plans are. I was thinking of maybe putting all of those at the very end. I just gotta give a little more thought of how it will flow if we just do that all the way at the end. But Ravi, yes, you have a question?
Yeah, I was gonna say we should put them all at the end so that we keep all the like current Zenith stuff all in one spot.
And once,
Yeah, kind of like how we split up SRAD PDR into a whole separate thing.
okay. All right, I'll move those then, or I'll just delete these right now. Because I think it will help a lot. Because if we probably, yeah, you're right, probably if we include them in between everything, it just might feel like out of place. But I have also added like risks. If you can just add a risk matrix with any potential risks or failures of your sub team on your subsystem, that would be great. It doesn't have to be amazing, but remember at this time, having something in red is pretty much saying, hey, we cannot fly. There shouldn't be anything in the red section of a risk matrix at this point. But if there is, then you let us know so we can try to fix it before then so it's no longer red. Is there any questions?
Yeah, real quick. Not so much about the slides. I think what you have set up for the slides is perfect and exactly what we should go for. But I was talking to Randy this weekend, and he suggested that we should have a essentially like a document, or rather a like a 3-ring binder that has every single thing that our rocket's supposed to do. So we can have the tech report printed in there, as well as sheets for everything about the rocket, including like drawings, the safety data sheets for all the materials, all the like specs from all the websites of all the materials that we bought. So at that point, we're not relying on memory and having everybody memorize technical questions. You could just have everything organized to the point where if a judge were to ask something, we can just reference the manual that we have written for everything that has to do with Zenith. And he says that shows a lot more professionality and preparation for the competition. But obviously that's not as priority as this FRR. But I thought I would mention that since we are talking about making some documentation.
Okay. That's honestly probably a good idea too. We've all heard, or some of you might remember Harry coming up to you and asking you about like screws and what they're rated for and how they will ask you that at competition. So a manual like that would definitely help. But I don't see us finishing that in the next couple of weeks. It might be by competition or somewhere before then that we can have that done.
Yeah.
Also, I guess with these slides, something I wanted to mention too is don't focus too much on the very small details, because that would just make you take too long whenever you're presenting, right? I guess focus on the big sections. If you want to show something, show them using images. You don't want to have too many words on slides and stuff. For general meetings, of course, having words, because people go back to the slides and stuff, that's great. But for, I guess, this FRR, kind of you use your words more to explain things. Don't make them slides crazy with like a whole paragraph, like 20 paragraphs in one slide. And don't try to over explain things. Like, don't try to explain the alumni what a flight computer is, right? But yeah, that's it. And then the earlier you work on them, the better, because that means you will get more help from me and Gustavo with the slides. And that means you probably do less work, right? Do y'all have any questions? Let me check the chat real quick before anything. I will try to keep the beard. I just want to see how it will look in 2 more weeks, right? If I don't like it, then I'm gonna try new things. But thank y'all for your kind words. I was gonna mention something else. This number, no, where is it? Right now, from what I heard from Arturo, around the estimate of money that we have on the account is this much. So this is all for gas, an emergency. Okay, we're not gonna occupy that much, of course, but if we can minimize the amount of money we spent in gas and competition, that will be great, right? That way next year's team has more money. Do y'all, any last questions? Anything you wanted to talk about? If not, then I guess a lot of new updates as far as what the summer will consist of after Zenith is done and what next year will look like. You'll start to hear about those things this Wednesday night or afterwards. Yes, Ravi?
It was more a question about the FRR and analysis.
Okay.
If we're gonna have a presentation and say, hey, we're like ready to fly, I'm not sure how like necessary it would be to say like, oh, we chose the motor this way and we know that this will work because of this. You know what I mean?
See what you mean?
That feels like out of place, but
I see
yeah.
what you mean. But at the same time, the FRR, or at least my vision for the FRR, is not only to show or to demonstrate that we're ready to fly, but to also demonstrate to the alumni, hey, look how far we gotten since you were part of the team, and all the things we've done and where we've improved. And also, like an FEA or a CFD done means that you are in a way ready to fly, because you're basically, what's the word I'm looking for? You validated your design and you're able to actually like test it. Unfortunately, to fully validate a whole rocket would be to have a test flight, but we don't have that type of money, right? So we can add it on the slides right now, or at least any form of validation that we've done. And if it looks out of place, then we can take it off. How does that sound? I can't see you because I'm sharing my screen.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, but I see what you mean. All right, is there anything else? Okay, well, that was a very short meeting again. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and good luck to those who start working this week. I will be in contact with y'all. All right, y'all take care. Love y'all.
You too.